popping up day after day with week after week with the presidency.
We still haven't got the name of the U.S. citizen that was black bagged. We haven't got that name. You're still looking for that. You said in your opening statement that
I'm not looking for it. I never said I would.
You said in your.
I think that you asking me for a name is a very lame deflection, and I don't even really want to go down that route.
So we're just to accept your claim with no evidence. There was an American citizens are being put in black bags and kidnapped with no evidence. Yeah. We accept that claim.
Do you doubt?
Yes, I doubt it.
Is it incorrect?
Yes.
It is absolutely incorrect.
Now, follow-up question.
There hasn't been one case of an American citizen being black bagged by ICE. Are you saying that?
Is gerrymandering violence?
Yeah,
yes.
Gerrymandering's violence?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I need to. That's all I need.
Should I explain to you why?
Yeah. Prove that there's
because the carving of the election districts to try and gain an advantage, trying to game the system by carving.
Prove it. Prove that one person's been black bagged. Give us the name. Give us the photos. Give us the video.
I'm sorry,
something other than you saying it happened, sir.
I'm sorry that you're having a hard time keeping up.
I'm sorry that you have no proof and you just rely on running your mouth. Please post a video, give me a picture, throw out a link, whatever. I want the proof. You said you had the proof.
I know. I didn't say that. You
said you asked us, and we said, no, that's not happened. And you said, yes, it is. And so now I'm asking for the proof of it, sir.
Yeah, sure. So the way
you have no proof. You and Greg have no proof of anything except for some made up.
I'm pretty sure that his name is actually. I'm pretty sure that his name is actually Craig, so maybe you didn't read, but okay. So what I was telling you is that do I consider gerrymandering? And this is going back to the topic that we were discussing before the cut, that there's very different levels of political violence. Do I think that carving out districts to try and squeeze the most out of what... I mean, it's a whole other debate, but what is kind of a little bit of a broken electoral system that you have in the U.S., do I think it's violence? Sure. Is it equivalent to try and topple the government? Of course not. But it is still political violence. You guys really want to avoid.
I love the rambling nonsense, but I just want to really know about the black bag guy that you were talking about.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because you made that shit up.
The left last year alone. The left in the United States last year in the United States alone killed 10 million right-wing babies.
Oh, I love this.
So the AP identified examples.
Not abortion. Not abortion. They killed 10 million 3-year-olds.
3-year-olds.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, elaborate.
I'm telling you what they did. They literally took firearms, put them to the temple of 10-year-olds, and executed them. So you acknowledge that the left wing is worse.
10-year-olds? You just said 3-year-olds.
10 million 3-year-olds. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So you'll acknowledge the left is worse, correct?
Do you? What are we doing here right now? What incident are we even talking about?
I don't have to provide proof to you. It just happened.
Oh, okay.
Now, do you see how nonsensical this is? If I just make a claim...
they're right on the same level, yes.
Yes, both are making an outlandish claim and refusing to provide evidence to back it up.
Yeah. The fact that ICE, on a wide net casting of trying to grab whoever the fuck they can and just grabbing an American citizen, that is completely equivalent of you saying that
didn't happen,
a million 3-year-olds were executed. Yes, it does.
And Craig had a tag on here as well, guys. So let's let Craig back in here as well.
Yes, Craig had his hand up. Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, that's the honorable way. So go ahead and add on to that if you can.
The AP identified multiple examples of ICE using the black and yellow full body restraint device called the RAP in deportations. Its use was described by the AP to the AP by 5 people who said they were restrained in the device. sometimes for hours on ICE deportation flights dating between 2020 and 2023. Witnesses and family members in 4 countries told the AP about its use on at least 7 other people this year. The AP found ICE had used the device despite internal concerns voiced in 2023, report by the Civil Rights Division of its parent agency, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, in part due to the reports of deaths involving use of the RAP by local law enforcement. So yes, there has been at least 5 known reports of ICE black bagging people.
Your claim was that ICE had black bagged American citizens.
Yeah.
Literally off the street. That the implication was expressly that they were grabbed off the street, black bagged, like you would hear about in Colombia. Come on, we're not idiots, Greg. We're not. We know. We understood what he. We understood what he meant. How
you're
talking about? You're talking about people in custody.
Dan, you must be an idiot because you can't say my fucking name. Dan.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does it annoy you when I don't say things properly? I apologize. It annoys me when people lie in a debate.
Hold on, that's not
it
the point of the
annoys
debate.
me. I'm sorry.
Like,
So let's
you are lying right now.
All right,
you're lying, sir. You
lie.
lie.
I share my screen.
All right. Let's do a screen share. Let's take a break and let you do that, and maybe we can repaste a little bit. Not okay. Max's turn here.
This lady, let me just try to preemptively address your argument. This lady she's fake and gay, right?
I don't see a black bag over her head. Go ahead.
Let's see what happens. Play the clip, please.
Is that what you're going with? I don't see a black bag.
You literally said that
right now. Is that?
I mean, I don't know what we're doing here.
71-year-old
can we play the clip? Play the clip.
Is that correct?
Play the clip.
Can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear. Okay, hold on. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, you'll have to reshare with sound.
Yeah. 1 second.
Here.
Fucking.
Yeah, and then we can make some commentary on this. This is.
I would like to. I've had for about 40 minutes. I've tried to get through a list of left-wing violence, including the assassination attempts on Donald Trump. At each effort, I've been interrupted at every single attempt and painstakingly gone through. I'd like to eventually get to that, but I'm more than happy to continue to humor this. I just want to let people know there are a litany of examples that I'm unallowed to get to here, but that's fine.
Hey, right, if you want to cherry pick, we can let you cherry pick all day long.
Like I am unallowed to go through the systematic violence that is happening right now. I mean, we all have things.
Okay.
Support through the immigrant community is actually not of an immigrant, but a 71-year-old U.S. citizen named Barbara Stone.
I was surprised. It felt like an out-of-body experience.
Stone was handcuffed and held by federal agents for 8 hours on.
All right, so holding a U.S.
Where's
citizen
the black
for
bag,
8
sir?
hours without a warrant, without a cause, without parole.
You know that that literally anybody can have that happen to them in the United States.
The video
Maybe
of that, if I may, the video is she wasn't detained because she was an illegal or suspected of being an illegal. She was detained for pushing an ICE officer.
All right.
That's why she was detained. And the video actually
can do that legally in the United States.
Hold on. Craig's got his hand up, so let's let Craig in here as well to give his thoughts. Max, you had your screen share, so go ahead, Craig.
So Juan Antonio Pineda, who was in the US legally, was on the morning of September the 3rd, 2024, early on the Wednesday, taken off of the streets.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Black bag.
Yeah, I was driving
4 hours to the border where the ICE officers broke his nose. Gave him a black eye, drove him around for 4 hours. The AP was.
Would that not have been in the Biden White House?
In September 2024.
So left-wing violence. Got it.
By ICE.
Yes.
ICE.
Ran by the executive that was controlled. The DHS, ICE is under DHS that was controlled by the Democrats.
But you said there's you just said there was no evidence of ICE black bagging people.
That's correct. That's not black bagging. And what that was, of course, any law enforcement at some point, of course, any law enforcement over some point will detain someone that didn't commit a crime. What you were implying that there was serious amounts of current right-wing under Donald Trump ICE just grabbing people off the street that were American citizens and putting them in black bags. That's not occurring. The one example that you've given, real quick, the example that you've given is under Joe Biden. That's the example you've given. Now, I would like to address sort of what I patiently waited to talk about. We had the Charlie Kirk assassination. We had attacks on, by the way, that was celebrated by tens of thousands of lefties. We had the attack on ICE that killed 2 detainees. We had the July attack on ICE that injured an LEO officer in the neck. We had the shooting into an ABC affiliate. We had the Chaz Chop Zone. We have all of the ICE riots that we see. We have the BLM riots. We have Michael Reinhold killing a Patriot Prayer member and self-described Antifa member. We had Steve Scalise shot. We had the Tesla attacks that were going on. We had Luigi Mangione, who killed a United Healthcare CEO that was celebrated by almost 50% of people that self-identify as Democrat. Right. Josh Shapiro, the Democratic governor of Pennsylvania, home firebombed by a radical pro-Palestinian activist. Rand Paul was attacked at one point by his neighbor that was celebrated not only by random people on the left, but actually by Democratic journalists. I believe it was Nicole Wallace that said it was her favorite story of the year when Rand Paul got his ribs broken. The evidence is overwhelming. And that's not to mention the most serious case, if you don't count Charlie Kirk, 2 assassination attempts against Donald Trump.
I'm pretty sure he didn't have, no one tried to shoot him in the air because cartilage doesn't repair like that.
So you think that your argument is that there wasn't someone that shot at Trump on the stage?
I genuinely don't think that happened. His ear healed magically.
So the firefighter Corey Competore that died is fake?
No, I'm saying I just don't think that Trump was shot in the air personally because cartilage doesn't repair like that.
How about the trans person that attempted to assassinate Brett Kavanaugh?
Yeah, I just don't think that Trump's ear got shot because ear doesn't.
Your conspiracy theory is irrelevant to the point that it's even if that would
theory, it's a fact that cartilage doesn't repair like that.
Even if that was true, which I'm not even entertaining this, it's still an example of left-wing violence, and even if you're correct.
All I'm saying is that I don't think Trump was shot on stage.
The evidence is overwhelming.
Yeah, his ear repairing itself.
I don't give a shit to entertain your conspiracy theory about Donald Trump's ear, even if I accept that what you're saying is true. Even if I accept what you're saying is true, which I don't, there was clearly an assassin that shot at Donald Trump and killed a Trump supporter. Your conspiracy theory about, but I don't think it actually hit his ear, they faked it in the moment, is stupid.
No, I just don't think that anyone shot at Trump there.
They didn't shoot at Trump.
Hold on.
Wait. Excuse me, Craig, please. Your claim was they think that. Wait. I'm asking Craig a question. Your claim was that no one shot at Trump. That's your claim.
Yeah, because his ear magically repaired itself, and I don't know why they would have to.
So then, what was the shooter shooting at? The firefighter?
I just don't think anyone was shooting at Trump.
I mean, does everyone see the nonsense that we're arguing with? This is a joke.
Yeah, can you explain to me any other time in history where cartilage in the ear has magically repaired itself?
I don't think that it magically repaired itself, as you're saying. For us to believe what you're saying, listen. For us to believe what you're suggesting, one, we would have to believe that there was a fake assassination attempt, that there is a fake death of a firefighter named Corey Competore, that 2 other people, I believe it was 2 other, were injured in a fake attack, that all of these people were involved in this conspiracy. And your argument is there was never a shot that was taken at Trump.
All I'm saying is I don't think anyone shot at Trump. Stop putting words in my mouth.
You do believe the conspiracy that somehow all these people that are aggregating these statistical results are lying? Because you did make that argument.
I'm saying...
So you clearly don't have a problem with conspiracies when they're on your side.
I'm saying that first off, there's different levels of conspiracy. Believing that this dude faked it.
Yeah, of course.
Please, let me finish. Believing that there wasn't a person that fired at Trump when someone died from it is nonsensical and the height of stupidity. Secondly, although I do think
different from believing
are you interested in hearing
statistics are wrong?
Are you interested in hearing my position, which I already articulated in the opening statement and you were incapable apparently of understanding? Let me refresh your memory of what I said. Let me refresh
you. Hold on, Max. Max, hold on, Max.
And I wanted to answer my question.
Well, let's let him reiterate his question, which he has been asking for, and then we'll also let you have a chance to ask your question. This has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of energy, and I do like a little bit of chaos, but we do need to wheel it in. So, Robert, I do want to let you reiterate your point, and then Max, you can have a chance to reframe your question as well.
There's three reasons that we wouldn't trust this data. First, we could see specific evidence that we all agree were left-wing violence that aren't qualified in the evidence, which shows that these studies are nonsensical. The reason for that is twofold. One, because the first line of people reporting this are law enforcement officers that are inaccurate in their reporting for two reasons. One, because they have specific bias that they don't want to go after left-wingers as hard as they're instructed to go after right-wingers, as is evidenced by things that we could blatantly see in scenarios you've already talked about, such as Kenosha, where law enforcement intentionally stood down and allowed left-wingers to riot. Now, if they're not arresting people, that means that they'll never show up in the statistics as being compiled. And that's what occurred. We could see that they were instructed to go after right-wingers as heavy as possible, to the point where they're actually creating fake plots like the kidnapping plot of Gretchen Whitmer. So yes, if they intentionally don't arrest people and stand down, then it won't show up. Secondly, the people that are compiling the data using law enforcement sources are also biased in how they qualify. I went through the specific data and showed how they were citing actual attacks, such as an attack on a church, a Catholic church, of people saying KKK, Satan lives here, as a right-wing attack. How they were taking black people attacking a Hispanic man as a right-wing attack. The fact that you're incapable of understanding my argument and saying, oh, well, if you say you don't believe that, despite the fact that we see the evidence that shows that there was mass amounts of left-wing violence, that's the same as saying that no one shot at Trump when someone died behind him. Shows that you're nonsensical and not a serious person we're talking to.
Right. So there's a conspiracy. Apparently, all police officers they don't report right.
Is that what I said? Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Okay, quote me saying there is a conspiracy that all police officers don't report.
I'm sorry, I just let you speak and interrupted, didn't I?
All right, let's not meta debate.
Okay, got it.
Robert's gonna just chill for a second, and we're gonna let you respond.
So conspiracy. All police officers don't they don't report left-wing violence for some reason, because Rob says so, because his conspiracy requires it to. And then there's the other people, the institutes. They also have biases, because he found, or he thinks that he found, some examples, and now he's extrapolating from 3 particular examples to doubt the whole data of the study. That is just sloppy methodology.
I never said that all police officers don't report. You're incapable of listening, or you're bad faith and incapable of reciting what I just said. I've been very clear. You're the person on the position of we have to ignore the radical violence we see to this day, when we see riot after riot, when we see attack after attack on right-winger, and you're saying we have to ignore it because your daddy FBI told you that must be the case. I just want to be clear. Anything that Trump's FBI says, you 100% believe, correct? So you believe in conspiracy theories? Why wouldn't you just trust the FBI?
No, what I don't straight up believe everything. I always do like a little bit double checking and so on.
Apparently not. That doesn't seem to be the case at all.
You mind your own business.
I am minding my business. This is my business. This is, matter of fact, this is exactly my business, sir.
I'm not talking to you.
I think you're making a broad point.
If you're going to just interject to cheerlead, why don't you just stay silent?
Hold on.
Actually, I've asked you for proof multiple times. You've never given any proof at all.
Yeah,
you literally the one thing that your partner drug up for you was literally not even in the administration that you claimed it was.
All right, Max, 1 second. Hold on. What was it you were asking for there, Don? And we'll hand it back to you, Max.
Well, every time we've asked for proof, he's deflected. Literally, the only time anyone gave proof was Greg down there gave proof.
Craig,
something that happened in Biden's administration.
I was speaking before he started interrupting me with all of this saying nothing nonsense.
Well, hold on.
You're the one saying nothing, sir.
Be right. Sure.
There was a framing of the question, so Don wanted to reframe his question so that you could answer it accurately. I did want.
What I'm trying to show you is how you're bashing Craig.
Ryan, he just can't help
he has a thought of conspiracy about the Trump assassinations. That's fine. What I'm trying to highlight is that you have the same thing when your thought requires that left political violence goes unreported by police officers.
But we gave you examples of how that happens and why. It's literally documented.
You said a bunch of stuff. I haven't seen any.
No, we did not just say a bunch of stuff, sir.
Yeah, I don't know if you know how
said a bunch of stuff. You said a bunch of stuff that didn't happen, and your partner had to prove it out for you.
I don't know.
And you
if
still
know how
haven't proven
evidence
anything.
works.
Not one
Yeah,
thing.
sure.
Not one thing, sir.
You got it.
You have not proven anything.
You
made
got it.
claims,
Keep
but none of the
that
claims you
security
made are true.
blanket. Stroke it. It's okay. It's gonna be fine.
You can keep you can keep doing what you're doing, but it's
You're
irrelevant.
saying
and it's
nothing. You're
nonsense.
interrupting me to
You're
say
speaking
nothing.
Nonsense, sir.
So, Rob, what I'm trying to highlight here is that what
not
you're
highlighting
criticizing
anything.
of Craig is
Ben, be quiet.
you have
Greg.
the same problem in your argument. Your argument requires conspiracy too. Why should we give any credence to your conspiratorial argument and not Craig?
I gave you
Because-
very specific parameters
I asked
on.
Rob.
Okay. Rob's going to tell you the same thing.
Dan, could you just be quiet? We're not talking to you.
Can I ask you a question in response very quickly?
No, I would like a response
Okay.
to my question.
The fact that you're incapable of answering, I will say this. The hypothetical question I would ask, which the answer would be no, just because one conspiracy is believed by someone doesn't mean that every conspiracy is equal to that. That would be nonsensical. For example,
Thank you.
So when I'm saying the specific conspiracy that Craig believes, that there was a fake firefighter that was killed because Trump's ear cartilage couldn't kill
excuse
that
me,
well,
I did not say
please
that.
stop interrupting, please. You said specifically,
that, though.
you said
All right, 1
specifically
second,
that
okay.
no one shot at Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump, not another.
So they
person.
shot specifically at the firefighter.
Maybe no one shot at Donald Trump.
Okay, I think that that's an outlandish conspiracy theory. I'm giving you
Okay,
specific
well,
reasons.
Brian, can I share
I'm
a
giving
screen
you
with you, please?
specific reasons cited up by data that I've pointed to as to why we should not believe the data set that's being provided.
All right,
And
well,
those
Craig's
reasons
asked to
include a
share screen.
conspiracy.
All right,
Define
let's-
conspiracy.
Let's just look at
Those
what Craig
you
is.
just
Hold
said,
on,
or
Max.
did you
Craig,
not say that
Hold
left-leaning?
on, Max, please. Craig is sharing his screen. You're interrupting your partner right now, who has something he's
simple.
trying to share.
Just very simple. I mean, I never said anything about a fake firefighter or something, so don't put words in my mouth, you disgusting human being. But the more important thing is, this is a guy who had his ear bitten, and this is apparently a guy who had his ear shot. I mean, call it a conspiracy theory if you like, but I mean, bitten, many years later, most ear still missing, shot about a year ago, ear completely fine. Either this dude's Wolverine or no one shot him in the ear. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to entertain this stupidity and the idea. I think that if there was any justice, by the way, by the way, let me ask you a question. Do you think that Alex Jones deserved the fine he got for his claims at Sandy Hook?
Absolutely. That was a disgusting.
I hope that you suffer the same fate from Corey Competor's family.
No, I did nothing about Corey Competor's family. I'm talking about Donald Trump. Don't put words in my mouth, you disgusting human being. I'm talking specifically about Donald Trump.
I'm not going to entertain your conspiracy theories that there wasn't someone that shot at Donald Trump. That instead the theory is that he faked it. The idea that wouldn't even if that was true, it's not. Like there's clear evidence that the wound that hit Trump's ear wouldn't have been as deep as the wound of someone biting off Evander Holyfield's ear, right? And so that even a small nick could cause an incredible amount of blood, so the healing would be different, that the level of care and the immediacy of Trump could mean that the heel healed back better than someone like Evander Holyfield, right? All of those things could be true, but even if we accepted that Trump's ear wasn't hit by a bullet, doesn't mean that no one shot at Trump, which is a claim that you made. You're making a claim that this was a fake assassination attempt, and this belies the arguments that you're trying to make, where you're trying to be taken seriously when you're citing a study that you have no idea anything about. You're a partner there that wants to say things like language and gerrymandering or violence, that wants to claim that because I'm outlining specific reasons like seeing the overwhelming amounts of violence that we saw with Black Lives Matter that weren't registered in these studies that you're citing, that one come from law enforcement sources, and second, please let me finish, that first come through a filter of law enforcement, that then second go through a filter of these institutions that are doing these studies that are biased. The evidence is overwhelming. The evidence is overwhelming that those violent actions happen. None of you can deny them. You can't.
Yeah, no, we can absolutely deny that your reason for denying
understand
data
how
has...
the data is compiled.
Excuse me, sir.
No.
Could I finish a sentence uninterrupted?
No.
Would it be
It's
possible?
worthless.
Yeah,
Would it be possible? I'm sorry. If it's
go ahead,
worthless,
Max.
then just let me finish my sentence and talk right after. I don't know. It's a matter of education. Maybe because I was raised outside of the U.S. that I know that and you don't. So your position, Rob, has 2 conspiracies baked in on it, and you want me to believe your position over Craig's.
Yes, I've outlined specific. Did you see when CNN said this is mostly peaceful? Did you believe them when there was fire raging behind them?
In what instance?
CNN did a report that said these protests here are mostly peaceful as fire raged behind
protest?
Are you aware that there was a protest during Black Lives Matter, that there was fires behind the reporter, and he said that it was mostly peaceful? Are you aware of that?
I have no idea.
Why am I talking to you? Could you be more worthless?
It's a meme that's been around for like
you guys know nothing. It's either your bad faith or you're just so ignorant on the topic that it's worthless to talk to.
Bad faith because you don't understand what's going on. So, reporter.